Listen up, fellas. Today we're diving into something that might seem trivial but is actually a game changer in the world of dating. Texting. Yes, you heard that right. Texting. It's not just about sending a few words on a screen, it's about creating a connection, building anticipation, and keeping the spark alive. So, buckle up, because we're about to explore why texting matters in the game of love. In the game of love, texting is like that smooth pickup line at the bar. It can make or break your chances. Imagine this. You're at a bar, you see someone you're interested in, and you walk up to them with confidence. Your opening line can either make them laugh and engage in conversation, or make them roll their eyes and walk away. Texting works the same way. It's your digital pickup line, and it needs to be on point. Gone are the days of love letters and waiting by the phone. Remember those romantic movies where the protagonist would sit by the phone, waiting for it to ring? Or the heartfelt love letters that took days, even weeks, to reach their destination? Those days are long gone. We live in an era where instant communication is the norm, and texting has become the primary mode of keeping in touch. We live in a digital world, and texting is the name of the game. Whether you're in a bustling city or a quiet town, everyone is glued to their smartphones. It's how we communicate, share our lives, and stay connected. And in the realm of dating, it's no different. Texting allows you to reach out to that special someone anytime, anywhere, bridging the gap between you and them. Think about it. You can connect with that special someone anytime, anywhere. Whether you're at work, at home, or even on vacation, a simple text can keep the connection alive. It's like having a direct line to their heart. But instead of a rotary phone, it's a smartphone. And with the right words, you can make them smile, laugh, and think about you no matter where they are. It's like having a direct line to their heart. But instead of a rotary phone, it's a smartphone. Imagine the power of that. A well-crafted text can convey your feelings, your humor, and your personality in just a few words. It's an art form, and when done right, it can create a bond that's hard to break. Now, I'm not saying you should be glued to your phone 24/7. Balance is key. While texting is a powerful tool, it's important to know when to put the phone down and engage in real-life interactions. Over-texting can lead to misunderstandings and even burnout, so use it wisely and make sure it complements your face-to-face interactions. That's a recipe for disaster. Trust me. Imagine being bombarded with messages all day long. It can be overwhelming and even annoying. The key is to find a balance that works for both of you. Texting should enhance your relationship, not become a source of stress. But mastering the art of text flirting can give you a serious edge. It's all about knowing what to say and when to say it. A playful text can create excitement and anticipation, making the other person look forward to your messages. It's like a dance, and when you get the rhythm right, it can be incredibly rewarding. It's all about building that anticipation, that playful banter that keeps her coming back for more. Think of it as a way to keep the spark alive, even when you're not physically together. A well-timed joke, a sweet compliment, or a flirty message can make her day and keep you on her mind. Remember, a well-timed text can brighten her day and keep you on her mind. It's the little things that count, and a thoughtful message can go a long way in making her feel special and appreciated. But here's the catch. Texting is a skill, and like any skill, it takes practice. You can't expect to be a texting pro overnight. It requires patience, creativity, and a good understanding of the other person's personality and preferences. So take your time, learn from your mistakes, and keep improving. You gotta know the rules of the game, fellas. Just like any other game, texting has its own set of rules and etiquette. Understanding these rules can make a huge difference in how your messages are received and interpreted. You can't just send a bunch of random messages and hope for the best. That's like throwing spaghetti at the wall and hoping it sticks. Instead, be intentional with your texts. Think about what you want to convey and how it will be received. That's like throwing spaghetti at the wall and hoping it sticks. It might work occasionally, but more often than not, it will just create a mess. So, be thoughtful and deliberate with your messages. So, whether you're trying to win over a new flame or keep the spark alive with your significant other, buckle up. Texting can be a powerful tool in your dating arsenal, but it requires effort and finesse. We're about to dive deep into the world of text flirting. Get ready to learn the tips and tricks that will make your texts stand out and keep her coming back for more. By the time we're done, You'll be texting like a pro, and trust me, the ladies will be thanking you for it. So let's get started and unlock the secrets of successful text flirting. Alright, gentlemen, before we get to the good stuff, the flirty texts, the emojis, the whole shebang, we gotta lay down some ground rules. Think of this as your playbook for creating that spark over text. Without these fundamentals, you're just shooting in the dark. It's like building a house. You can't just slap on the roof without a solid foundation. The same goes for texting. You need to start with the basics before you can get to the fun stuff. First and foremost, be yourself. Authenticity is key, my friends. When you're genuine, it shows, and it's incredibly attractive. Women appreciate honesty and consent when you're being real. Don't try to be someone you're not over text. Women can spot a fake from a mile away. Pretending to be someone else might work in the short term, but it's not sustainable. Eventually, the truth will come out, and it's better to be upfront from the start. Just relax, be genuine, and let your personality shine through. When you're comfortable and confident, it makes the conversation flow more naturally. Plus, it's a lot less stressful than trying to keep up a facade. Second, keep it respectful. This should go without saying, but treat her with the same respect you'd want your sister or mother to be treated with. Respect is the foundation of any good relationship, and it's no different when it comes to texting. No creepy comments, no unsolicited pictures, and for crying out loud, no ghosting. These are major turnoffs and can ruin any chance you have of building a connection. Ghosting is the ultimate disrespect. It leaves the other person hanging and wondering what went wrong. If you're not interested, it's better to be honest and upfront rather than disappearing without a word. Now, let's talk about timing. Timing is everything in comedy, and it's just as important in texting. A well-timed joke can make someone laugh, but a poorly timed one can fall flat. The same goes for your texts. Don't bombard her with messages all day long. It can be overwhelming and come off as desperate. Instead, space out your messages and give her time to respond. Give her some space to breathe, and let the conversation flow naturally. When you're not constantly texting, it gives her a chance to miss you and look forward to your messages. A well-timed text can work wonders, but a poorly timed one can kill the mood faster than you can say texting fail. So, take your time, be patient, and let the conversation develop at its own pace. Remember, it's not just about what you say, but when you say it. Alright fellas, now we're getting to the good stuff. Today, we're diving deep into the art of crafting those flirty texts that'll make her heart skip a beat. It's not just about what you say, but how you say it. The right words can create a spark, a connection that goes beyond the screen. Crafting those flirty texts that'll make her heart skip a beat. Imagine her smiling at her phone, her heart racing a little faster because of something you said. That's the magic we're aiming for. Remember, the key here is to be playful, engaging, and just a little bit suggestive. You want to create a sense of mystery and excitement. It's about striking the perfect balance between being charming and intriguing. You want to keep her guessing, keep her on her toes. A little unpredictability can go a long way in keeping the conversation lively and interesting. It's like a dance, where each step builds anticipation. One of my favorite tactics is the thought of you text. It's a simple yet powerful way to let her know she's on your mind. This kind of message can brighten her day and make her feel special. It's simple, it's sweet, and it lets her know you're thinking about her even when you're not together. For instance, you could text her something like, "Just saw the cutest puppy ever and it made me think of you." It's a small gesture, but it can mean a lot. For example, you could text something like, "Just saw the cutest puppy ever and it made me think of you." This kind of message is lighthearted and endearing, showing her that she's on your mind in the sweetest way possible. Another great option is the playful tease. This is where you can inject a little bit of humor and flirtation into the conversation. It's about creating a fun and relaxed atmosphere where both of you can enjoy the banter. This is where you can inject a little bit of humor and flirtation into the conversation. For example, if she tells you about something funny that happened to her, you could say something like, "That sounds hilarious. I bet you were the life of the party as always." It's a playful way to acknowledge her story and keep the mood light. For example, if she tells you about something funny that happened to her, you could say something like, "That sounds hilarious. I bet you were the life of the party as always." This kind of playful teasing can create a sense of camaraderie and shared humor. And of course, no flirty text conversation would be complete without a compliment or two. Compliments are a great way to make her feel appreciated and valued, but remember, the key is to be genuine and specific. But don't just stick to the generic stuff like "you're beautiful." Be specific. Tell her you love her laugh, her sense of humor, or the way she always knows how to make you smile. These kinds of compliments show that you notice and appreciate the little things about her. Tell her you love her laugh, her sense of humor, or the way she always knows how to make you smile. These specific compliments can make her feel truly seen and appreciated, deepening the connection between you two. So, go ahead and craft those messages that spark joy and connection. Happy texting. Section 4. Emojis. The secret weapon in your text flirting arsenal. Let's talk emojis, gentlemen. These little digital icons can be your secret weapon in the game of text flirting, but only if you use them wisely. A well-placed emoji can add a touch of personality and emotion to your messages, but overuse them and you'll risk looking like a teenager. Now, I'm not saying you should be sending her a string of emojis every time you text. That's just overkill, but a well-placed winky face after a flirty comment or a heart eyes emoji when she sends you a cute picture can go a long way. Just remember, fellas, emojis are like salt. A little goes a long way. Use them sparingly and strategically to enhance your message, not overpower it. Section 5. Timing is everything. Knowing when to text and when to hold back. Now let's talk about timing. Timing is everything in comedy, and it's just as important in text flirting. You don't want to be that guy who's blowing up her phone 24/7. That's just going to scare her off faster than you can say stage 5 clinger. On the other hand, you don't want to be too aloof either. If you wait too long to respond, she might think you're not interested and move on to someone who is. It's all about finding that sweet spot, that perfect balance between being attentive and giving her some space to breathe. A good rule of thumb is to try to match her texting pace. If she's a rapid-fire texter, feel free to keep up with her. But if she takes a little longer to respond, don't panic. Just give her some time and she'll get back to you when she can.